Hello again, modelers. TrekWorks here again. Well, we had this other little kit. We just finished off building the 1/1000th scale USS Enterprise that we did as the ISS Enterprise, and we were very pleased with how that model turned out. And I had this second kit here, this 1/1000th scale Klingon Battle Cruiser from Polar Lights, the snap fit version. And we went ahead and built this model up. Here's a little picture of the box art here. I spent maybe 2 or 3 hours building this. I didn't do the review. I'd seen that there were already a few other reviews of this out there, a few other videos of this ship. So I didn't go through the whole review thing, but I'll show you what the model looks like here. I went ahead and did this one as the Romulan version, and this is the markings on this model represent the a Romulan Capital Ship, and I did this one in a two-tone gray theme with a little bit of metallic in there. And I've always felt that the Romulan culture was kind of a metallic, kind of stealth culture with what their ships look like. And I'll give you a view of the bottom side here. And so this turned out to be a great little kit as well. The assembly was pretty well straightforward. I spent a little over, maybe close to 3 hours doing the whole model, including painting and all that. And so pretty pleased with how that turned out. There were some gap issues here to be expected where the engine pylons attach onto the main hull. And I basically went through and did the same process that I showed you on the larger scale round 2 model, where I had to do a little bit of putty work and sanding and filling all that in. And again, I didn't go all out on either one of these kits. There are some small seams on it here and there, but as far as accuracy goes, this is a really nice little model. It looks pretty good, and I will say that the impulse deck on this one fit much better than the larger scale one did. So pretty happy about that. And let me set the ISS Enterprise here next to it so you can kind of get an idea of how they look side by side. And I have to say, I really recommend these kits for someone who may be a beginner. There aren't very many parts involved in the build. They've got some pretty straightforward instructions as far as where you put the decals. With both of these models, you get the option of either water slide or stick-on decals. So if you're not real confident about doing the water slide decals yet, you can always stick the decals on. You're going to wind up with a little bit of an edge on those, but it's not super noticeable. And if you're not building it for show or anything like that, it doesn't really matter. And these wind up being really nice little display pieces, and kind of like the fact that they don't take up a whole lot of room. And I think they're fairly reasonably priced. So these are definitely worth taking a look at if you're a beginner. And the finished result will be a nice little display piece. Now, we're kicking around some ideas here. We're getting some feedback and getting some suggestions from our subscribers on what our next project is going to be, and we're taking a look at a couple things. We're considering doing the Defiant, Deep Space Nine Defiant, doing a lighted version of that ship, or scheduled for release at any time now is round 2 is going to be releasing a new scale version of the Enterprise C, the Ambassador class ship. And I've always kind of wanted to take a look at that one. It's not one of my favorite ships as far as how it looks, but it is one of the ships in the Enterprise line. It has some screen time on it as far as it was seen in the Next Generation, and I'm considering either doing it straight up or considering doing possibly a battle damaged version of that. And so we'll kind of take a look at that. Now, one of the exciting things I wanted to talk about is that just after Christmas I should be receiving my, I just put my order in for the Studio Scale Klingon Battle Cruiser D-7 cruiser from Atomic City Models. And they've just started putting those kits out again. And I've always wanted to have a studio scale version that will be the exact scale of the filming miniature, and it will look pretty much in scale with my Master Replicas Enterprise up there. And it's the first all resin kit that I've ever done, so I'm kind of excited about that. And I haven't decided whether I'm going to light that one yet or not. I'm going to have to get my hands on it to see what kind of work is involved to do the lighting on that. I know resin tends to be quite a bit thicker than the molded kits, so I'll have to see what's involved as far as lighting that. And if I do light it, it'll be probably pretty minimal, just kind of the forward area like I did on the round 2 version. So anyway, that's going to be an exciting build, and that one's we should have our hands on that just after Christmas here, and we'll get started on that one, and I'll be doing some updates and showing you what that ship's all about. But anyway, these are great little models, and I do recommend you have a look at these if you're interested in just getting started with something. These kits are readily available at pretty much department stores, hobby shops, things like that. So again, thanks for following along. Thanks for all the great suggestions. Keep those suggestions coming. Comments. We love to see you out there building your own kits, and it's really a great feeling to get the feedback that people are actually getting something out of these, and finding some of these tips here useful and applying them to their own builds. And we're meeting some really great people along the way, and we've been following along with some of their builds. Really exciting stuff. So keep that Star Trek hobby model building alive, and encouraging the new model builders to get involved. So it's all been good stuff. And with that, we'll close this out, and hopefully we'll see you for the next video. Should be along here pretty shortly. And if you have an opinion or an idea of what something that you'd like to see built here, go ahead and shoot us a line. We really appreciate it, and we'll definitely take a look at it. So happy holidays, everybody, and we'll be getting back with a new video here pretty soon. Until then, happy modeling.